Hi guys. Everybody should have at least one of these big old jewelry bags waiting for them, correct? Yeah. I am here on a Thursday night. I am getting ready to clean out and organize my craft room slash studio slash sanctuary. And I wanted to give you a little peek about where I'm at the beginning so you can see what it looks like at the end. But this jewelry bag I purchased, as you can see, shopgoodwill.com. It was a large jewelry grab bag, 13.9 pounds, and I haven't even looked at it yet, so shame on me. But this is my craft room. At the moment, it is a mess, and I apologize for the condition of it. But this is what I'm dealing with here, folks. Let me give you a little preview of what I'm going to be organizing. But this is one of our 4 bedrooms that we have in this house, and the only thing that isn't jewelry related is this armoire, which has a large TV in it, and this little mini refrigerator, and the Star Trek figures, of course. That's my husband's contribution. But I did want to show you as I go around. He was kind enough to provide me with all kinds of storage drawers. Those are all drawers filled with jewelry. Plastic containers filled with jewelry. Glass things filled with jewelry. All kinds of... That's all jewelry there. I have jewelry in the closet. I have more jewelry on the shelves there. All of this large storage unit. That up there is hopefully going to hold bracelets someday. But as you can see, some of the trinket boxes that I collect are there. There are still a large amount of totes that have trinket boxes in them. That's one. That's another one, I believe. And that top reddish red bin with the checkers or polka dots, whatever it is, that's filled with jewelry. This tote down here is filled with trinket boxes. They're all metal and paperboard. And then I have my nicer ones in several drawers in a file cabinet, which is over here. There's some in there. You can kind of see them. And this is what I've been doing. I've been bagging up some of the stuff that I got from Fire Mountain Gems. Been collecting. There's another trinket box there. There's a little jewelry organizer thing that I got at a thrift store recently. Those boxes have jewelry that I haven't looked at yet. The bins have beads that I've been sorting. Down on the floor, we have glass beads, beautiful crystal beads, some Swarovski crystal, and then more bins waiting to be filled. And I picked up a Zumba set at a thrift store recently, and that was a lot of fun. I love Zumba. I can't wait to get back into it once I have this bariatric surgery I'm supposed to have here in a few months. But this was my husband's idea. I love it because I can store most, if not all, of my shell and stone necklaces that I've gotten from shopgoodwill.com and a few thrift stores. I'll get a little closer so you can see a little bit as I kick glass everywhere. But I have some gold, some shell. This is a funky one. I like this. Some nice big red stones there. There's some glass, some mother of pearl. There's a nice jasper piece there. There is a lot of... Unfortunately, I don't think I have any real turquoise. I think most of it is dyed howlite, but it's still pretty. A lot of those puka and shell necklaces. I do have some what appears to be maybe some snowflake obsidian and some the dark green. I'm not sure. This looks to be... It's not jade. At least I don't think it is. But I don't know enough. Possibly maybe aventurine. We have some glass necklaces. We have some pretty glass beads. We have some funky little howlite stuff. Have some pretty, the darker beads. I also have some, these gorgeous glass ones. I can't wait to take them apart. We have some beautiful tiger's eye. We have some, the orange. I'm not sure if that's shell or some kind of coral, maybe agate. Some hematite. Lots more shell. We have some more down on the bottom there. A lot of shell necklaces, some pretty things, just really, really pretty. The big shell I like. And I found some very unusual pieces here. So I'm looking forward to dealing with that. The other piece I wanted to show you is over here. Of course, I have all these, this is all from Shop Goodwill, and I have to go through it. Most of it's glass or plastic or metal. I have my gold and silver and cameos and vintage pieces in another place, but in this, this is bags of different components, bracelets, necklaces, earrings. I made the mistake of buying a rather large Shop Goodwill box with some really tacky gold tone jewelry that I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to unload. You can see a little bit of it right there. I'm sure it's going to turn really quickly, and this there's some more trinket boxes up there, and up there are some of my jewelry boxes that I collect as well. But there's lots of beads. I brought some all the way from Maine when I moved down here in 2011. So I do have a bunch. And then I have some makeup bags. I have some purses that I picked up. I have a bunch of other stuff. But what I wanted to show you is this piece right here. This necklace. I found it in a Shop Goodwill bag. I happened to catch Carla, Princess Caroline's video on Juliana Jewelry. And it is made by, forgive me, I don't remember the name, but it's a D name and an E name. And it is vintage jewelry. It is beautiful. And this particular necklace, I did find it finally on a Juliana site for sale. Are you sitting down for this one? $1,100 and change. Of course, it's not perfect. As you can see, one of the watermelon stones, which are these right here, these stones right here, is missing right here. So if I can find another stone and fix it, or take it to a jeweler and have it fixed, I would consider selling it for, as much as I could get for it. If I could get maybe half, $500 would be great, or $600. But it is a stunning necklace. When I first found it, I thought it was the gaudiest thing I'd ever seen. I thought it was, like kids' jewelry, clown jewelry, and I almost gave it away. But then I caught Carla's video about her collection, and I started looking at it. I'm like, oh crap! I think I have one of those necklaces. Let me get a little bit closer so you can see it. Those beautiful watermelon stones. They have some of those purple and blue stones with the rhinestone on the top. It goes all the way up and wraps around. It is absolutely stunning in the light. It sparkles like crazy. And except for that one stone that's missing, it's almost perfect. So if I could find that stone or take it to somebody who repairs this type of jewelry, I could be sitting on quite a prize, which would be great because I could certainly use the money at this point. But the other thing I wanted to show you is when I got married in 2015, we had a Princess Bride themed wedding. And for those of you who've seen the movie, I made this crown. Let me take it down so you can actually see it. I made a tiara out of wire. I wrapped it in, wire. I wired it all up. If you look at the movie, she has a beautiful crown, and it has these little, look like cactus things, but it's actually, the and of course they're a little bent, but I took all these components and I wired them together. I added the flowers on the bottom, and this is what I came up with. and it stayed on my head. And this is what I used for my tiara for my wedding. And I also did a bouquet of brooches. I mixed it with flowers, and of course on the desk are picking through jewelry bags. I have a whole thing over here of jewelry that I haven't gone through yet. I have my baby cup from when I was a little baby. I have this beautiful, sorry for the shadow, but this beautiful piece that my husband bought for me as a present because he knows I love this stuff. And then I have just a couple of other things that I was sorting. Boxes, jewelry findings, and all this stuff. I mean, it's a mess, and I know it's a mess. So I apologize in advance, but I'm hoping that when I get this place sorted out, it's going to be much neater, much easier to bang around in. These are some recent jewelry hauls and thrift hauls. And this is what I do at night when I'm bored, or when I try to strip broken jewelry and take the components. Now I have the pearls, the glass beads, the stone beads, and the plastic ones. And then all the components and the findings are in here, I think. Or no, those are the metal beads. I'm sorry. But I did pick up a couple of those. Actually, they're down here. I have the bag. They're called, from Fire Mountain Gems, they're called Boss's Bead Bags. And there is the little thing on the top. It's £1 in this little bag, all folded up. And they were only $5 a piece. And for those of you that make jewelry, you know how much those findings can be. So whenever they have these Boss's Bead Bags on sale, I love to pick them up. And I got a ton of insane findings. I got ear wires, I got head pins, I got eye pins, I got crimps, I got jump rings, I got everything you would possibly need to repair jewelry, and that's what I hope to do. I do love to take jewelry that is broken and make it into something else. Now, here is, I had this jewelry holder and I had some stuff on it. I haven't really done much with it because this is what, unfortunately, if you look at over by see the gaping holes in the walls over there, the shelf that's there was another shelf on top of it, and you can see the bracket that was there. Unfortunately, the whole darn thing came down and crashed on my desk and unfortunately broke a couple of the little trinket boxes. You can see one right there. It was a little ballerina and on a piano, and she got broken. So I'm going to try to repair her. But there was a couple things that I was really upset about getting broken. But it happens, you know. So this is it. This is my sanctuary, my she shed, my my woman cave, or whatever you want to call it. And I have that little magnifying thing over there that I took an IV pole that we bought at a flea market that was from a hospital, and I mounted the magnifying glass on top of it, so it moves around. It's easy to do, and underneath there is a sewing machine that needs to be dug out because there's some sewing that needs to be done. But I pick up glass jars, I pick up plastic jars, I pick up, oh, this was cute too, this little trinket box. It is a trinket box, but it's beaded. Isn't that adorable? It has nice little stones on the top, and the lid comes off like that, and this will make a cute trinket box for somebody when they buy a piece of jewelry. I can just send it to them in this as a little extra. Got some of these organza bags, which are great for shipping jewelry in. So that's it. That's pretty much it. Thanks for joining me for this brief little video. Hopefully I'll be able to come to you once this room is sorted out and cleaned up. I will do some unbaggings and unboxings because I have about, that many boxes. And I have a big bag over there, right there. And I have this big bag, to go through. So we will do that. And I wish you all a good night. And last thing I want to show you is my sign from Broadway. I am a Broadway performer from way back. I auditioned in the 80s and it was fun, but it scared the crap out of me, so I didn't go back. But you guys have a great night, and thanks for joining me. Bye.